Alright, for this lesson, I'll show you how to multiply and divide real numbers. Let's take a look at this example here. 12 times -3. 12 times 3 is 36, and the next thing you want to do is determine what kind of sign will go with 36. In this case, it's a negative. Okay. What if I have example 2 here? 12 or -12 times -3. Then this one would be positive 36. And there's a nice rule, or a nice mnemonic that goes with the rule. And let me just delete this right here. Yes. And just like PEMDAS, so think of spoon, right? So if it's the same sign when you're multiplying or divide, so this is the same. Let me change the color actually. So the S stands for the same sign. So plus plus minus minus. The result will be a positive. Right? Positive. Or, so this is or. Opposite signs. So this one here is opposite. Right? So you can have plus minus or minus plus, and the result will be a negative. Right? So if I have, delete that one. Let's say I have -2 times -7. You have negative, negative. So if you look at spoon, it's the same sign. So it's, the result is going to be a positive answer, and it's going to be a positive 14. Okay. And if I have, say, -5 times +4. Now it's a minus sign and a plus sign, so it's opposite, so it's going to be a negative. So the answer here will be a -20. Right? So if you remember spoon, when you're multiplying or dividing real numbers, this will help you with identifying which sign to use. Right, so we can take a look at another example. Let's take a look at another example where you have to deal with fractions. So let's say we have 2/5 in parentheses, and you're going to multiply that with -1/2. Right? What is that equal to? Right? So if you think of spoon, one's a positive, one's a negative, so they have opposite signs. So you know it's going to be a negative answer. So we have to determine what the numerical answer is, right? So when you're multiplying fractions, you just multiply across. So the 2 with the 1. Change this here. So we have the 2 with the 1. Multiply that across, you get +2. Okay. Draw a line here. And the denominators, we have a 5 and a 2 here. Multiply those across and we'll get 10. Okay, So the final answer is negative 2 over 10. But we can simplify that to negative 1/5. Okay, now what do we have? Two fractions, let's say 2/7 divided by 1/4. Okay, now think of that nice rule that deals with the Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? So if you keep, so the K stands for keep, so keep the 2/7, right? And we're gonna flip the bottom fraction, or the denominator, right? We're gonna make it 4 over 1. We're gonna find the reciprocal, right? And then the next step is to change the division into a multiplication, right? So now we have that. Now we can just multiply across. So the 2 times the 4 gives you an 8, right? And then the 7 times the 1 gives you a 7. So our final answer is 8 over 7, right? And you can't simplify that. And this one will be a positive answer because we have essentially a positive 2/7 and a positive 1/4, and you have the same sign, so therefore the final answer is a positive 8/7.